Hello friends, welcome to EduTap and also welcome to the series that we have started for IBPS AFO mains exam, that is agriculture. And today it is lecture 17 and we are going to do few important MCQs on manures. So friends, before starting with the session, I have a small announcement here. We at EduTap, we have launched a festival bonanza very recently because of Diwali festival, and with numerous queries and numerous requests coming from various quarters, we have extended this offer till 22nd November 2020, and you can use the code festive40 wherein you will get flat 40% off on all the courses at EduTap. So friends, let's start with our session. Yes, before the starting of this session, I have one more announcement. We have already launched our AFO courses for mains exam IBPS AFO 2020-21, and you can watch or see the description box for the links to demo videos as well as payment links as well. So now let's start with the session, and the first question says which of the following is or are used as green leaf manuring crops. And here Glyricidia sepium, Pongamia glabra, Cassia fistula, Calotropis gigantea, all these are or can be used as green leaf manuring crops, wherein Glyricidia sepium, it has nitrogen content of 2.76%, phosphorus 0.28 and potassium 4.6. Similarly, Pongamia, this is Pongamia, Pongamia glabra 3.31, 0.44 and 2.39 of nitrogen, phosphorus and potassium respectively. And similarly, Cassia and Calotropis, they have their own nutrients present, and these can be used as green leaf manuring. So friends, next question is which one of the following is the most commonly used bulky organic manures in India? See, there are various bulky organic manures like that is mentioned here, of which farmyard manure is the one that is most commonly used because it's the most commonly available also. That's the reason it's the most commonly used bulky organic manure in India. And as you can see, this farmyard manure, it contains 0.5% nitrogen, 0.25% phosphorus and 0.5% potassium. It's a mixture of whatever that is litter, leftover materials that is left from the fodder in the farmyards, and along with the mixture of dung and urine of the farm animals. And 1 ton of farmyard manure, it can supply 2.95 kg of nitrogen, 1.59 kg of phosphorus and 2.95 kg potassium. And there are two types of or farmyard manures that can be used. One is hot manure and the other is cold manure that can be used in preparation of this farmyard manure. Hot manure is something, the excreta or the dung that can't be used directly because of the high amounts of nitrogen present in that. They might harm the saplings, they might even kill the saplings, so that needs to be processed before using. So that kind of manures are called as hot manures. Cold manures, they can be directly used. Once the excreta is collected, that can be directly applied to the fields like cattle, llama, pig, etc. And hot manures includes horses, goat, sheep, so they have to process that manure before applying it to the fields. And this farmyard manure should be applied at least 15 days before the sowing starts, so that to avoid immobilization of nitrogen, that is nitrogen sometimes gets into the atmosphere. So to avoid that immobilization, this needs to be applied at least 15 days before sowing. So friends, next question, which one of the following is the fastest nitrogen fixing plant? Here the correct answer is Sesbania rostrata. It's a plant that can fix 100 to 285 kgs of nitrogen per hectare in just a time span of 45 to 55 days. Now this Sesbania rostrata is a small semi-aquatic leguminous tree which again excuse me, forms a symbiotic relationship with gram-negative rhizobia bacteria, that forms a symbiotic relationship between the plant and the bacteria, and thereby the rhizobium bacteria, it helps in fixing the atmospheric nitrogen into the nodules of both stem and roots here. That's the reason, the amount of nitrogen that is fixed and the amount of nitrogen that it can provide or it can fix is higher than the others. And it is mainly used as green manure to improve soil fertility, as you all know, because of its fast growth, high biomass production, and ability to convert large amounts of atmospheric nitrogen into usable form for the plants. So friends, here comes which of the following oil cakes they contain highest percent of nitrogen, the ones which are provided here in this list. Here the highest amount of nitrogen is present in groundnut cake. As you can see here, groundnut cake it's 7.2% nitrogen, cotton cake 6.5%, sesame 6.2, linseed cake 5.5%, and Niger 4.7%. Because of the root nodules that are present and because of the amount of nitrogen that these leguminous plants can fix, the amount of nitrogen that that oil cakes has, it's obviously more in leguminous plants. So oil cakes, they are nothing but concentrated organic manures, as you all know, and they contain higher nutrients and required in less amount than bulky organic manures, hence they are called as concentrated. Less in amount they can be used. So friends, next is, who is the person that has developed the Bangalore method of composting, and that person is none other than C.N. Acharya. So friends, the Bangalore method of composting, it was developed by Dr. C.N. Acharya in 1939. That too he developed that in Bangalore, hence the name given to it is Bangalore method of composting. And what is the difference, how is it different from others? This particular method of composting, it involves anaerobic and hot fermentation method. And here how it is done, see, the entire heap is kept at one place and then it is covered with cow dung and straw, so that it is packed, the entire composting material is packed with this material, because of which the whatever the composting is done, it is being done in anaerobic conditions without any oxygen, and then fermentation also happens. So because of that, main advantages of it is, the heap production, whatever adverse weather is there, that would be it will be able to avoid that. Nutrient losses because of high winds or strong sun, that also would be avoided, and frequent turning requirements, that also is not required, and majorly fly nuisance will not be there, and also whatever the weed seeds, if there are any in that manure, that would be killed, or they'll become sterile because of this hot fermentation method. Along with that, the only thing, or the disadvantage of this method is it requires more time to get that finished compost, and also this method is suitable only for those areas which have scanty rainfall or dry areas. So friends, here comes the most awaited section of the lecture, that is answer of the day. And in the last lecture I have asked you a question: after amending section 27 of Indian Forest Act 1927 in the year 2017-18, which forest item has been removed from the list of trees so that farmers does not require a felling permission or transit permission from any state department? So here, yes, most of you you have answered it well. Yes, it is bamboo. Bamboo is the one that has been removed from that forest item list, where earlier what used to happen was, the farmer needs to, he was required to take permission so that he can fell them. Now he doesn't require anything, and because of this, now this is in anticipation of increasing or doubling the farmers income by 2022, government has taken up this step. So friends, question of the day for the current lecture is, what is the floor space requirement for pregnant cow? That is in meter square, the area that it requires. So thank you very much friends for watching this video, and if you have any queries, please write to us at hello@edutap.co.in, and if you have any queries, you can even reach us at the number given here. Thank you very much.